What's up, everybody? It's Jeffrey Lyles welcoming you to another edition of Lyles Movie Files. Joining me as always, it's little brother Jace. Bro Shot, how you doing tonight?
Doing well, bro. Doing well. I'm sure you're excited. Summer movie season's about to start. It's a good week.
Summer movie season is about to start. I guess we go with June 21st, the start of the summer, but we're already starting to get some big movies. Have you seen many this year?
Actually, no. I think I've been catching up on a lot of TV and I have not gotten to the movie, I think, as much as I want to. I'm hoping I can see at least one good movie this weekend. So, chat's going to have to help me out with the recommendation on what I should see.
Because we're not quite, I guess this month is still considered the halfway point of the year. I don't know if we wait till the end of the month or what, but I'm putting you on the spot, and I want to kind of get a sense of what movies you have enjoyed. And like, I'm looking at my list of films that I've reviewed for 2025 so far. Right now it's 19, not quite 20, which have been great. I'm sure by the time this month is over, I'll be done with that. But
Wow.
Let's say what's up to everybody here hanging out with us in the chat. That'd be a totally different show. King Collector, the king's in the building. What's up, y'all? What's up, King Collector? Always grateful to have royalty in the building. Jamlin Parks, man, just finished the latest Figure Files episode. Not to see if you put a comment. What's up, Jamlin? How are you? Snowglare just started that. We'll have to finish later. Well, thank you for watching. I appreciate it.
Cool.
Mark A. Hey, Mark A. What's up, Movie Files, folks? Michael Solis is here as well. What's up, guys? What's going on? How are you? All right, so what have you seen so far this year?
Okay. I was gonna say I seen Thunderbolts. I seen Brave New World,
which is now out on Disney Plus.
Yep. Trying to think of anything else I can remember that actually is new that I've seen.
New?
I don't know. Let me try and think. Let me go and look and see what top box office of the year, and
I got you. I figured you were gonna say that, so I'm here for you. Well, a Minecraft movie, Lilo and Stitch, Sinners, Captain America: Brave New World, Thunderbolts, Asterix, Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning, Final Destination: Bloodlines, Dogman, Snow White, The Accountant 2, The King of Kings, One of Them Days, which is on Amazon Prime, Mickey 17, Paddington in Peru, The Amateur, The Monkey, A Working Man, Den of Thieves, Pantera, if you want to count it, Revenge of the Sith, Hard Eyes,
Flight Risk. Let me stop you right there.
Yes.
Think of how crazy it is. This movie sucks. It's the worst thing ever. In 2025, this movie has made domestically $34 million.
That's pretty wild.
Wow.
We're going to see a Karate Kid Legends, Flight Risk, Death of a Unicorn, Last Breath, Wolfman, Until Dawn, Novocaine, Drop. Drop was fun if you haven't seen that.
Oh, good.
Actually,
yeah. I think that's on Amazon. I want to check that out.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, and Sinners was the actually out of that list you provided. I saw Sinners, and it's funny because everyone that movie keeps staying on my timeline because people new people were watching it every week and just like, yo, this is a really good movie. I just talked to my barber and he said like, yo, saw it was good. So
I think it just dropped on digital yesterday, which might be why more people are talking about it.
That's probably, but I mean that as to me is one I want to see. I definitely am gonna own as soon as I can get it on Blu-ray because I like again, as you see behind me, I have a couple movies behind me.
I still need to get Brave New World on a hard copy.
It's hard. I mean, the annoying thing is because you don't probably. It used to be you go to Best Buy on Tuesday, Suncoast. If you're somebody like me, you knew Tuesday was when new movies were dropped, and you could go, "Hey, I'm gonna go pick it up." now because you probably don't go in those stores anymore. Some of them aren't even in business. Best Buy, I don't go. I have no reason to go in Best Buy on a random weekend anymore. So let alone seeing what's on sale and if there's a new movie. So it doesn't come out until Black Friday. I'm like, oh yeah, I should pick that up.
Yeah, it's basically put your Black Friday cart together. King Collector, I notice it always seems like y'all started the conversation before the stream actually shows up on the screen. We are talking before. I'm like, are you ready? Let's do it. Let's do this thing. I don't know what the stream is looking like. I need to check that out. James Green. What's up, Wednesday Night Movie Crew? What's up, Jeffrey Jakes? What's up, James Green? Aqua Bay. Hey, Aqua Bay. I watched Thunderbolts. It was a 2-hour therapy session.
I mean, it's not a bad thing. I mean,
it's very funny in the sense of we watched it. I did not dislike it. I liked it just fine, but it's not one I'm like, oh man, I gotta hurry up and watch it again. Whereas Brave New World, I'm like, yeah, I'd love to watch that over again. We'll talk about MCU later, but
the funny thing is my TV kind of reminds me every day, hey, Brave New World is on Disney Plus. I'm like, oh, all right, when can I watch that? Yeah, I mean, just like I have so many TV shows I'm actually knocking out, so it's like, oh, I can watch that tomorrow. Nice. Yeah, it's on Friday night. Friday, I got it.
That must be nice. David Thanos, what's up, man? How are you?
What's going on?
King Collector. Yeah, I do need that time back for watching Thunder.
I wonder, King and Aqua Babe, I wonder where you guys would put Thunderbolts in your MCU pantheon of good to bad. I thought it was, it probably was on the lower scale for me, but it wasn't bad. You're doing the contemplate like
I'm contemplating simply because I feel like if they had done, this of course would have required them to not kill off villains as they introduced them in the MCU. Had they just done the original concept of Thunderbolts and really stick it to the people who have no idea who these characters are: Citizen V, Atlas, Meteorite, Techno, Mach 1. Oh, they look interesting. Who are these people? And it's like Bombshell. I feel like maybe, just maybe, and in case for people who have no idea who these characters are after the big reveal, we get a little montage. And I think the reveal could have been midway through the movie. So like, haha, gotcha. And then the second half, I don't know what they. Maybe you start introducing a conflict, which sets him up to fight Baron Zemo later on, and maybe the finale of the final act of the movie. I don't know. I just feel like that would have been something that you don't really get the opportunity to do again. I think the Thunderbolts that they put together in the movie, they could have always put those characters together and do that movie. But this was the one unique time in the MCU timeline where they could have done the old school original take on the Thunderbolts. It would have worked. And I feel like they've had two big things where they were served up for them for this moment. The Avengers are gone. Everything's in a state of disarray. People are a little uneasy, unnerved. People came back after being dead for 5 years. And oh no, here's new heroes. Who are they? This is awesome. This is amazing. Oh, wait, they're bad guys. Oh, don't worry. Some of our favorite heroes are back, but they're alien invaders. Oh no.
See, that's always, if you could have taken the money that went to Secret Invasion and just switched that. Because Baron Zemo is alive. Nothing's happened to him. We don't know what he's up to. You could have easily dropped Baron Zemo in there. And the idea of the original concept of the Thunderbolts, you're just introducing new heroes. Oh wow, who are these guys? And just kind of how you say you could do the 45-minute, or even at the end of the movie, you see, oh shoot, it's Baron Zemo. Like you said, the montage of them actually, you've seen these guys before. I was going to say Crimson Dynamo. Hell, you could, I mean, Crimson Dynamo, Whiplash, whatever you call it. Like, maybe he's not dead. I mean, just some of these other people we thought were dead are actually on the raft. And then after the blip, somehow they got off. They got out of it. And, oh, wow. Then you have Brave New World, where you know Sam Wilson is forming an Avengers team that is not as well respected, as well loved as the, Thunderbolts team. And then that
no. See, the whole thing is that you got. Hold on, he's here. He's been waiting patiently in the lounge. Let's get him in here to take part in this discussion. Chief, what's up?
Oh man, I was just enjoying the discussion, man. I was watching the minds of two geniuses.
Wow, Jeff, what?
Combined.
How much did you pay him today?
Not enough.
Like our powers combined. So yeah, I was just watching. I was like, wow, it's gotten good, man. How y'all doing, man? How's everybody?
How are you, man?
It's good to see y'all.
Snowglare said, now we can start.
Hey, man, it's a party. It's a party.
It's a party time, though.
Let's get it started.
Oh man, it's party time. James, I got to push you on this one. I saw Brave New World and New Avengers over the weekend. I really enjoyed one of them, and the other one was okay. So which was which? Uncle Bay says, hello, Mark A.
Mark A.
King of Later, Thanos. What's up, Snake Guys? How are you tonight? King of Later says it's almost like Thunderbolts served no purpose at all. And plus, I don't like how they did Sentry. But yeah, what did you say?
I not knowing much about the Sentry character from the comic.
Learn more now.
I remembered. I knew the name. Okay, I knew there was a name of the other character was it, because I still think it's worth watching once. And I mean, again, anybody who listens to this podcast and watches this video, I think, hey, if you got a weekend, Friday night, you want to watch a movie on Disney Plus, yeah, I think it's cool enough to watch. Will I own it? Yes, because it moves the story along. If you ask me would I own Secret Invasion, no, I wouldn't, because it's never going to be talked about again at all. So
doesn't need to be. No. Let's see. So yeah, that was party all the time, party all the time, party all the time.
Good old Eddie.
It was so weird because it was like, this dude's really funny, but this song is amazingly catchy. I like it.
Man. 80s was a different time, man.
Oh yeah. No filters. Filter? What's filter? I need that. So yeah, it's interesting. So I think it's very interesting now with Thunderbolts, wrapping its run, and it's just like, okay, we'll see what happens now. And it really feels like more of the audience who paid to see the movie are saying, it was okay. It was all right. And I'm hearing more people. I actually like Brave New World. Brave New World was cool. I like the story. Because I feel like that was more of a traditional MCU superhero movie where New Avengers, Thunderbolts is different. And, it made sense for them, but I get why people don't like it.
Okay. So then, Jeff, can you explain to me why Bob Iger said this movie is exactly what we want? Because it doesn't, even after watching it was good, but it's not groundbreaking. And I'm sure this movie still cost a lot of money, except you don't have Robert Downey Jr. or some of the other bigger characters taking money off the back end based off percentages. Like for the Thunderbolts, definitely everybody's happy to be making their money versus, hey, I'm half the budget just to have me in this movie. That's the only thing I can think of.
I don't know. Maybe the lack of big stars contributed to its lack of big box office. Who knows? David Thanos has an important question for Chief. What it do, Chief? You pre-ordered Fantastic Four tickets?
Absolutely not. I don't even know when it comes out.
Oh,
That's how bad I am with Fantastic Four. Is it this month or next?
Next month.
2 weeks after Superman.
Which is dumb. It's really dumb planning.
All right. Okay. this is the weird thing is this is the same game of chicken that DC made when they were going up against the original Thor.
No, it's Thor Ragnarok.
Was that Thor Ragnarok versus Man of Steel?
No, it was Thor Ragnarok versus Justice League. Yes.
Well,
or no, I think it was Dawn of Justice.
Okay, okay, one of those. I don't remember. But they made this. Oh, we can coexist, but you have to make so much money in your first week. Then you have to get your second week has to be very good because your third week is getting swamped because the same audience is going to see another movie. You have years and years to plan this out. Fantastic Four is ready. Why would you not have it done before Mission Impossible? Or this point right now should have been where Fantastic Four was dropped. You have all the time. I mean, you have years and years of planning. If you need to delay a movie because it's not ready, hey, that's fine. Put Fantastic Four out in August. But you do not need to have it 2 weeks after. 2 weeks before. It's just silly.
Hey, Chief, when you do go to the theaters, I know, you're going to be like, I don't want to see it. But, yeah, you're absolutely going to want to get in there.
Get in there for what?
To, do the thing. Let me respond to these comments, Professor. Jalen, Jeff, I thought Cap was pretty decent. I was into the beginning and the whole Manchurian Candidate espionage thing, but then the Red Hulk stuff kind of changed the vibe for me. I enjoyed the other one in the theater a lot more than I expected to. However, it's hard for me to call it Thunderbolts. I think they wasted the name and mismarketed the film. I agree. Michael Solis says Bob Iger probably likes it better because all new casts, all new contracts with plenty of extra movies in time.
That's probably right.
Still trying to figure out how this phase of the MCU is supposed to culminate into Fantastic Four, Doomsday, whatever. All right, Chief. When you go to see Fantastic Four, and we all of us here in the chat know you will be going to see this movie at some point. Don't forget, they've got this tailor-made just for you. It is here. Some concession stand goodies right here. Bam. What do you think, Chief? You get your own giant Galactus popcorn bucket, limited stock, of course, in your Herbie concession vessel, which includes a large popcorn, large drink, and candy, plus a place to store all three. I kind of feel like this is some terrible marketing, plus a place to store all three for a Fantastic Four. Come on, throw in one more thing.
Really? What?
Just call it your straw. So, Chief, I know you are feeling this stuff. Which one are you getting, Galactus or Herbie?
What is a concession? Includes, so one includes a large. Okay, so you buy the Herbie to hold it all for you in the theater?
Yes.
I don't even know how that's supposed to work. That just sounds like something that's just going to irritate me, or somebody next door with their Herbie, playing with the arms or making sounds with the during the movie. But I'm not going to be in there anyway. What I will do is I will wait for someone to come out with their giant Galactus popcorn vessel at the end of the show and just strong arm them for it.
You could just buy a ticket and not go.
Just really wait outside the door, and then I see a family who I know their father can't beat me, and I just walk up and say, "Look, I'm not going to embarrass you in front of your kid. Have them just hand over the Galactus and the Herbie, or I'll hurt you real bad out here by the popcorn stand," and then just walk off with it. But unfortunately, I don't want to see it, so I don't want to be a part of it. So I'm not going to even watch a Herbie, take a Herbie, eat food out of Galactus's head. I don't even know what the other ones, I don't want them. I don't want any of them. There's two more to do. What are the other two?
Unless that table is the.
Oh yeah. See, that's just wild.
Right, I mean, look. Oh, come on, the cups.
Come on.
Come on. character 10 popcorns.
No, you want it.
That's almost asking to go see it 4 times just so you can get all 4 cups.
Hey, what's up, James Green, man? Listen, I can't do it, man. Listen, and hey, Thanos, man, you know what you can do with that bucket of Galactus in the back. You know what I mean? Listen,
popcorn out of it.
Yeah, you could, or you could tell the movie theater what you really think. This is just, whatever, man. Whatever to make a gimmick. I guess you got your kids, you got your son. He's excited. Hey, Dad, yeah. You done saved up all week because the movie theaters you got to damn near save up to go nowadays with a family, right? You could just go. Back in the day, your father could go and take you and your whole family, and still you could go somewhere and eat afterwards. Now you got to pick. You want the movies? You want to eat tonight, son? I want to see a Fantastic Four. Now you done watch this movie and it was garbage and your stomach's growling and you can't feed. You know what I mean? Now you got to go, and the value meal ain't the value meal no more. Remember when sweet teas was $1 and you can get a burger and you get 2 for $2 or something? It's over. Now everybody going home hungry and you trying to pick some grass in the lawn on the way in and make a grass patty for your family. Listen, man, it gets tough, man. I don't want this for you all. So I'm going to say definitely, I'm not a bully, man. I'm not a bully, honestly. I'm helping the family out. I'm saying, hey, listen, don't go see a garbage movie. This could happen to you at the end of that garbage movie. So look, I'm helping y'all out, man. I'm saying don't go because you see all the extra stuff now you have to get if you bring your youngin. So you could just stay home, wait for the Bly's Movie Files review, which probably will say the movie was garbage. and after you see the review, you can just stay home, man. Catch it on Disney Plus in about a month?
With extra crunch. Hey Chief, I think Jason's gonna be okay with this. When I get the passes for Fantastic Four, I'm gonna cash it in with you. So you can be my +1 to see the movie for free. And then you can tell everybody how dang decent the movie was.
What you gonna do with that cup after you eat the large popcorn vessel? Would you just put it on the shelf?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Are you gonna say that's what you're gonna get? You're gonna get you a large popcorn vessel?
I mean, okay. So what you wanted to say was thing has been actually a cool little gimmick that they've been doing recently. And it's not just the Doom. The Doom one is kind of creepy to me.
Hey man, you know what? Enjoy your popcorn vessel. Enjoy your popcorn vessel. Don't invite me to your house. Because I'm telling you, after I leave, don't try to look for your popcorn vessel. I'm gonna chuck it off your porch. Wow. Right off. Watch that joint float 12 stories down. I am Galactus. Krakow. You know what I mean? So I'm glad you're enjoying it, man. You go and get all. Matter of fact, we'll go to the movie theaters. When does this thing come out? Next month? We'll go to that first night, man, and I'll let you run in there and buy all this candies and stuff you want. Happy birthday.
Thanks.
It's on me, man. I'll let you buy the large popcorn and the Funko toys and everything, and you can just run out. Look, Chief, I've got a whole bunch of Funko toys and popcorn. You know what I mean?
Oh,
and then you can enjoy yourself, man.
The last time I was in movie theater, you could, because I think it was Sinners, and there was a popcorn, a cup, a souvenir cup, and there are a lot of people buying those. That's actually probably helping movie theaters concessions because of their, movie tie-ins. So, and even that one's fun.
All right. Well, I'm glad you're having fun, man. I'm glad you're having fun with your buckets of popcorn.
Buckets?
No. I think because of how important this movie is, I don't think they're going to let this one go in a couple weeks. I think
what's the Doom one look like?
I'm trying to find it.
They already have it?
Hold on. I'm trying to pop up because they're just like a whole bunch of really cool ones. So as I go along here trying to do this search for various ones just because I thought they were cool. Let's see here. Here's another one for you.
Oh, Beetlejuice. Oh, that's cool. Chief is unimpressed.
Clearly.
He's
like,
I just, I don't, I guess, hey, man, whoever the we is, whoever's going. You know what I mean? If you're not going, yeah, I can get it. But, I will be at home during the whole Fantastic Four's run.
You're just not going to see any summer movies.
Right.
Huh?
You're just boycotting all summer movies because they dare release another Fantastic Four.
Yep, because they dare to release another Fantastic Four, and they dare to release another Superman. I feel disrespected by that.
What is that one from?
The Batman.
Now that I do like, because that serves a purpose.
Okay, so there you go. There's a bucket that works for Chief. There's another one that was cool. Let me see here. Now buckets. A little worried about it though, because I kind of feel like that could be the problem.
Where's that signal light Batman? What Batman was that from?
The last one that just came out.
Oh, Robert. That's why I didn't buy one. All right. Jace, can I use yours?
I'm sorry. Wow. You think I saw that movie other than on HBO Max or whatever the heck they call it today? Yeah, no, not a chance.
The brooding Bruce Wayne, the emo.
You don't know me, Alfred.
Alfred, bring me my tea, peppermint, hot.
Why are you scrolling? Hey, Master Wayne, we have actual pen and paper. Why are you scrolling on the floor?
Okay. What is the demonic one about?
That one I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, Red One is for the Rock and Chris Evans movie.
I like the red one.
Red One, convict. All right, let's see. Here's another. What are you eating? Popcorn? Let's see. I don't know how this fell into a. Hey, let's check out movie popcorn buckets, but I like it.
I don't know. You never know where a show's gonna go.
You never know. All right, Chief. This is it for you. Man. I feel like these are gonna be the big winners or not.
Oh no. Oh no. That Wolverine is just evil. And for a lot of reasons.
You see the Deadpool hand though?
Oh, that's a two-parter. Oh wow.
Wow, that is a hell of a bucket. Oh shoot. That joint you just uncovered, that is let me tell you, the first hey, a couple of those are not good. The rest I don't have a problem with.
You like that Ghostbusters one?
The Ghostbusters ones are cool, man.
Yeah, that was cool.
RTD is cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
the Minion
joint is cool, I guess. I guess for me, man, and why I hate that, why it's just you pay so damn much to get into the theater now. And then they hit you for another additional $500 to
$500.
You know what I mean?
If you go into the
magic. I mean, how much are these things? How much would a Galactus? How much you think the Galactus bucket is? You got to. Okay, hold on. You go in there. It's you. Let's just say your lady sits this one out, and you got your two kids with you, right? There's 3 of y'all, and so you walk in there. You pay the adult joint. You pay the child's joint, right? But you got the good seats in the good cinema, right?
In the good cinema.
You know what I'm talking about? The seats that, they sprinkle water and shit on you. So now you go.
Wow.
Okay. How much do you think it'll cost for you to give 2 buckets for your kids, a drink?
Absolutely nothing. Free. Nothing. Nada. Oh, let's see here.
Now, Jake's going all in. His kids getting whatever they want. Get what you want, guys. You know what I mean? Gosh, damn.
For Jace, that is $350.
Right. So how much is that?
All right, so that's the Gladiator one. That's pretty cool. I like that one. This one sold without popcorn, $22.99.
All right.
Let's see here. Here's your Dune one.
Oh my. We know why that sold out. You want popcorn, sir? I do not.
But butter. Yeah.
Heavy on the butter.
I mean, it's weird, but I think when you ask for that, when you gotta be very, hey, I'm ordering popcorn and this tub. Okay. You can take the tub off. I mean the top off, okay? Just it's a little much.
But this is what I'm saying to you guys. So you go in there, you've already paid, let's just say $40 for tickets for you and your two kids.
40, that's it? Man, you're lucky.
Let's just say 40. Let's just say they got them in, you paid whatever it was. So oh my. Then you pay another $50 for just popcorn alone. Another $10 a piece for, their sodas or whatever, the juice. I mean, come on, man. Good Lord. And then you go in the movie, and the movie's cut. Chocolate Daddy, the whole way. You know what I mean? I mean, come on, man. It's just at some point in time, man, theaters need to start just giving you some of these giveaways. Like, you know what I mean? Here, or
all right,
every time you come to the theater this month with your bucket of popcorn that you bought, you get free popcorn for the rest of the month. Something. I mean, they're just coming up on you, man. Yeah. See, 25 adults, 15 children. So you already up there, man. It's just wild, bro. I mean, how much more money can they get off of you for this subpar product? See, that's a little too scary for me because at nighttime when I go to bed, that can't be in the bedroom with me. You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna be watching that joint.
Think if that thing glows in the dark, that would just be so cool.
Is it moving? Did it move?
I mean, if it falls down in the middle of the night, nah, I'm uncomfortable.
They just don't offer you enough for your money. And then I feel like for the money you pay, you have to police the theaters better.
I'd agree with that.
You know what I mean? There's nobody in there. Why are you laughing at me?
No, I said I agree with that.
No, I was talking about Jace.
Oh,
that alien joint it's nice. I like it. But $25. $15. $15 for 16 ounces.
But listen, you get free same-day refill. So
you get what do you get?
Free same-day refill.
Who the hell leaves the theater to go?
I'm getting more.
I can honestly say, and I might be in the minority here. I can honestly say that after I've got my popcorn and my snacks and whatever, I've never left the theater again till that joint ended. Even if I drank and ate everything in the previews.
It's same day. You can leave and take it on your way back out the door.
How much popcorn can you eat?
Hey, listen, I would just on GP on that.
At the end of the movie, I like my refill, and then take your movie popcorn.
Why can't it be bring it back all month?
That's $25. I mean, technically speaking, it takes how much is a popcorn? $8 or $9.
It's too darn much.
How much you think it takes? How much a bucket of popcorn you think is really to make? About $1.50 to fill that large popcorn really is about $1.50. You pay $25. You figure, hey, listen, come all month and just refill your bucket up. I mean, how many people are going to come back within that month?
I would say that would actually be a good deal.
You would
if you go to the movies more than twice a month. They've made a good amount of profit off it. So a free refill, hey, I'd eat that charge.
That's all I'm saying, bro. That's all I'm saying. Give peace a chance.
Oh, let's see here. All right. I had to check what's going on in this. Make sure I don't have any crazy links or something. But we do have a few more. Let's see. Just continue on down this path that we've somehow navigated on. Oh gosh. See, y'all lost me when you said let's start the slideshow. No, thank you.
Nope. Hey, I would like 1,000 clicks to my website.
yeah. No and no. Here's a good one for you, Chief.
And it's each in different pages, always.
Yes, it was like, and they have 10 words on each one. Bam, there you go.
Oh, come on. I mean, that's cool. That's cool. But you remember when they stopped making that because somebody got sued when the shark's mouth closed and bit the child's arm off. So they had to stop making that model.
Man,
everybody got free popcorn that day. The children were devastated.
I think your kid's just not a smart cookie.
I think Darwinism's taking over here.
I'm just really saying, man, if you're gonna pay that much for $25 for popcorn, at least they can say, listen, when you come back here, just go ahead and get your free popcorn the rest of the month. Have a little.
All right, let's see here.
Oh wow!
Thanks.
My man is the GOAT.
What is that?
That's a
Trolls.
Now one beside the book beside it.
Recently deceased book.
I know. We got our Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Barbie. So that's, I guess, the popcorn goes there.
Oh.
Got our Black Adam for you.
Yeah, you know what? I wonder to have a collection such as this.
Flash.
Is he going to the movie theater the first night, just running through the line, getting his he's there early? No, he's a work from home guy, and at 8 o'clock in the morning, he's at that first theater. Because I don't know if any of this is left at that 9 o'clock show that night.
No, they always have them. They have a pretty decent supply.
Do they?
Yeah.
Where y'all go?
I mean, I know the one in Silver Spring tends to have the what do you do? Popcorn buckets.
That Wolverine one.
That is terrible, bro.
Man. That's one if somebody sees it and just like, we need to talk about this one.
That's the one your creepy friend has, and you're like,
okay. Maybe put that one in the back, guy.
Yeah, man. I just see like you got a collection that great, man. I feel like you just got them early and went in there.
Okay, that's interesting.
Optimus.
Is that Boy Kills World there?
No.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Guardians. Rocket. Okay. These are probably older ones.
Oh, got the Batman one.
Damn. You know how much popcorn this man ate?
He's just a collector. Wow, that was not the full thing. Okay, let's do this.
That's weird.
Oh, that's the Blue Beetle one. Wow.
Yeah. You didn't even know they had a Blue Beetle one.
I did not. What's in the background?
See that in the movie theater.
There's the Super Mario Brothers. Makes sense. Garfield. There's your Dune one again.
Right.
Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes really didn't bring it.
No.
Little Mermaid. Okay.
That seems like a waste of money.
This one, though, is awesome.
Yeah.
The Ghostbusters one.
Yeah, that Ghostbusters guy is cool.
John Wick had one.
Oh, the coins. Okay.
Clever. Creed. Just buckets and buckets. More Mario Brothers. Oh, we have one for Dom. Oh man, let's see if I had known this.
Is that from? That's Doctor Strange.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Shout out to our guy here who posted, or guy or whoever posted this. Very cool movie collection. Let's see if I can figure out the user. Of course, because Reddit is just not helpful when I need it to be.
See, you didn't even know they had all these.
I did not. And this is a good thing that I did not. Damn it. They could let you have free refills into the movies out of theaters. That would be a tie-in that makes sense. There you go.
Yeah.
Articulation, jaw, fire, candygram. Mark A. They need a Mr. Potato Head bucket for the next Toy Story movie. Instead of parts, you get a bucket of popcorn.
That would work.
$10 refill. Problem solved, says David Thanos.
Gosh, the refill is popcorn that much?
Yes. C-Raider, they need to make some cool dial pieces, make it worth it. Michael Solis, he works there. No, that's probably what it is.
Hey.
That makes
There you go. Make sure one's out of circulation immediately.
Oh, King Collector, Borderlands. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Signal is dope. It is. That's just a wild and wacky detour we got. But thanks for going with us, guys. That was fun. Let's talk about a few things in the news this week before we get to our main topic, courtesy of our guy Jalen Parks this week. You have not watched this, Jace, but you need to. And Chief, if you want some comedy, which I'm most assured that you do, All American has been renewed for its final season. It's renewed for season 8. And All American is the laughable show. It's based on this kid, somewhat based on a true story, goes to live with a family at an upper crust Beverly Hills high school, and he's a superstar player, and eventually goes and joins the NFL. We don't really know what happens to his NFL journey because I just don't care. But the show is wild because they have 30-year-olds playing like they're in high school, and then when they hit 35, then they're in college. It's ridiculous. And none of the writers seem to understand how real teenagers talk, so it's hilarious. And but it's really funny. It started off like the first 2 seasons, solid stuff, but man, it became a really great comedy and one of my favorite funny shows that they put out, period. So it's got one more season, and I'm very excited about that. Chief, are you ever going to watch All American?
I watched the first few seasons. I thought the two, the sister and the music producer's daughter were incredible. And then the storyline went to a place where even the beauty of those two couldn't keep me. And I stopped watching.
I thought you were talking about their performance.
No, absolutely not. What's that movie? He was like, no. So listen, absolutely not. Oh my God, no! The acting is what we like to call in the business subpar. The storyline subpar. They had what's my man? Dexter. What's his name? Tay Diggs. Tay Diggs. I was thinking from what's his name? How Stella got his groove back. I couldn't remember his name. Yeah, they tried to put Tay Diggs in there to save it. Could not. They was like, Tay was like, listen, just kill me off after this third season, man. Get me up out of here. You know what I mean?
Listen, Chief. You probably were approaching it like it's a serious show. You just have to stop. There's a hard stop for this show where it's like, you know what? I can't watch this like a real drama anymore. I have to look at it like a comedy. The writers have no idea about football, which is my favorite part about the show. Like, they're clueless when it comes to football. It's a show based off of a high school football star. They have no idea about football.
They have no idea about hood life.
The hood life part is just hilarious too. It's like, yo, what's up, B? What's up? It is absurd, but I love it because it's a joke.
This show, especially for a CW show, the IMDb rating average for this show is 7.6.
That's because the people understand what the show is.
I mean, everyone, it's kind of what it is. Everyone is now in on what the show is. It's like, okay,
yeah,
we're good, right?
Coop was supposed to have been gone. But this was the real hood. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody that nosy. Anybody know that nosy in the hood? What they doing over there? Let me go see. Hey, what y'all doing? I know that ain't the drugs. You know what I mean? Like, what?
Oh man.
Hey yo, you know what I mean?
I tried with Riverdale. I could not.
I never watched Riverdale, man.
I like Archie too much to get into Riverdale. It just kept throwing me off. I was like, this is not how this character is supposed to. It drove me nuts. But All American, it's fresh. I have no attachment to anything outside of football. Oh man, though, they butcher football so badly. And it's just, I really want you to watch it because it's not just funny, it's hilariously absurd. They have no idea about anything with football. It's like, hey team, Tay Diggs will be like, hey team, come on in. You see 10 people come in on the locker room, like, where's the rest of the football team?
And they could pay for 30 extras or something, like just at least tighten up the camera so you made it look like there was a couple extra people there.
Yeah, it was always like they could have shot from the back. So you just shoot from those 10 people and assume that they're more? Nope. Right. They're just like, here's a whole locker room, 10 people for the football team.
You know, you need at least 11. I mean, just have you watched a game of football?
No. Nah, man, it was
yeah, but again, I watched, what was it? Reacher, finished that, and what was the other show I just been knocked out? I don't know, something on Amazon. So there was a chance this summer I will tackle All American.
I see what you did there.
There you go.
Hey, David Thanos, it wasn't that long ago. I was watching, in this heyday, like 4 or 5 shows a week on the CW. And then it was just like, well, here's Stargirl during the summer. Here's Superman and Lois, and that's it.
Wow.
Greatest CW show, Supernatural. Everything else, far below.
He's not wrong.
Once they stop, and then I think they blew the Winchesters. I think they got rid of that too soon. Didn't give it a chance to go off.
I mean, the funny thing, and I've not watched the Winchesters, but it very much is, hey, if you would like to renew this show, the whole CW getting sold definitely killed Winchester, but they left a bunch of their shows. That it sounded like Winchester was, hey, if you guys let us run, we can deal pretty cheap and let this run and be a good show. Especially, I think the last couple episodes, you kind of, hey, for everybody who thought this is weird, here's what you're actually watching, and then you're probably going to enjoy the show. So that's one even though I know it only lasts one season, I think I'm still going to give it a try.
Right after you watch All American, though.
I'm about to finish Reacher, so I'm gonna tackle Jack Ryan, and then
he went off just because he knew what my next question was. I was gonna ask him if he had finished Born Again.
Oh, you knew he was gone.
He did. He must have known.
He sensed it. He sensed it was coming.
Sense of disturbance in the force. Let's talk about Andor. Because you, dear brother, my dear brother Jace, you have lambasted at every chance, every opportunity you could to talk trash and denigrate the Acolyte and its massive, sprawling, out of control budget. Tony Gilroy, the producer, showrunner of Andor, said, hey, listen, our show's way more expensive. Our show over 2 seasons cost us $650 million.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And we don't have any numbers, which this is part where I can't stand. I wish there was some independent entity that could just really give us the real numbers of what these shows are doing with their viewership, because it's like, oh, it's a really great show, so here's all the stuff and here's all the information. We did great in these demographics. We're an awesome show. But if it's not, well, you need to know that.
It helps the companies to not be transparent when they don't want to be.
Awful. I'm behind on all my other shows too, and that one.
But they're just that's one. But they have no incentive to tell people the real numbers. Andor they were very happy that the last 4 episodes ranked over a 9.5 for audience score. So I'm thinking they're okay with the return on investment versus I'm sure none of Acolyte sniff.
Oh, look at you trying to still get a dig on Acolytes.
You told me you said I was crapping on it. I had to take one more back of the theater on Acolyte before it's completely gone from everybody's memory. Okay.
Chief, so I don't know how much you heard, but yeah, $650 million for Acolyte, not Acolyte, Andor.
650 million what? $650 million for Andor.
Yep.
2 seasons, 10 episodes.
Bro, are you serious? Are you serious,
All right,
bro?
so that's 60 million an episode, or is it 30? No, it's 20 episodes. Yeah, so 30 million an episode.
No, a source familiar with the production told Variety the episodes cost roughly 20 million each after tax incentives. That's similar to the price Warner Brothers pays for House of the Dragon. Now that's fine because both of those shows have some real big fantasy sci-fi elements to it. But Apple TV is apparently paying 20 million per episode of Severance, which is wild.
I don't know anything about Severance because it's on Apple TV. If you want to do sci-fi, and I'm sure Rings of Power is probably on the same kind of pay scale. I mean, cost scale. If you want to do sci-fi, it costs money. If you want to do what's the show? If you want to do an all-American, you can do that a whole lot cheaper, and that's why that's the only show that's still left on the CW because it's dirt cheap. But if you want to make good quality sci-fi, you have to spend money. Well, I mean, yeah, everybody jokes about it. I'd actually watch that.
Seems like more than 20 episodes.
Hey, Jamin.
Holy.
Jamin, you're a good friend, man. I appreciate that.
Thank you for being a friend. So here's some more information. So what Tony Gilroy was speaking at the ATX Television Festival, and Disney management told him streaming is dead. We don't have the money we had before. And it is wild. Bob Iger basically was told they need more content to chase subscribers against Netflix. And they had a series of expensive flops, including Willow, which I didn't see and will never see apparently because it's not on Blu-ray or Disney Plus. And Acolyte, Disney wasn't as willing to throw around the money that they were for other shows. So in February 2023, Iger pledged he would slash $3 billion in content costs as part of a wider plan to achieve sustained profitability. Question: he wants to slash $3 billion in content costs. Why are you paying for a streaming service if they're cutting $3 billion? What shows are there going to be, and how bad or how good will the quality of these shows be if they're the main thing that's supposed to drive people to it? They're cutting.
I mean, I really enjoy Ring of Power. I don't understand if you announcing that strategy. Hey, we've killed streaming is dead. Then you need to, lower the price. Or hey, if you go see 3 movies a year, you get Disney Plus free. Or just if it is such a bad idea, go back and sell all your content to Netflix so we only have to watch one freaking streaming place. It was always a stupid idea. Oh, we're going to take on Netflix. Why? You are getting money from a company for the stuff you've already made. It's better. I don't know what the cost is, but structure the deal so they're better than HBO Max and Cinemax, where you get more incentive to have the content on there in perpetuity. CW was making crap. I remember hearing this. They were making so much money on Arrow and all the CW, the Arrowverse shows. They didn't need to do anything else. They were making buku money, even when they weren't. You didn't see a million people watch. Millions, I'll say, of people watching Arrowverse on CW, but it would always get greater viewership on Netflix. That's why they're still on there right now, because they were still making money.
All Americans on Netflix.
I do not. The idea of challenging this company for no reason at all, just we see other people, just was a foolish idea. It was just completely stupid.
King Collector, I did not see any of the episodes. They literally yanked it off the streaming platform so fast. There was just no watching, which is so dumb because if you've got a streaming platform, you could leave it on whenever. Maybe like some shows like King of the Hill, Family Guy, enough people watch it, it starts trending on TikTok, and all of a sudden there's a huge demand for it. Or like Suits, where people started discovering Suits again, even though, and I thought the dumb thing was we're gonna bring Suits back in LA, and none of the cast that you cared about.
We'll bring out Harvey.
Huh?
Harvey, really? I mean, again, Harvey was an interesting character, but what about the main character? Well, he's in T-Mobile commercials.
He wasn't in that. He was in like one episode. It wasn't even like he was there for a minute.
Again, when it Suits, I watched Suits. I enjoyed it. It wasn't horrible. It wasn't a offensive Leo show. But hey, okay, we got our protagonist. He's cool. What's our new protagonist? He's a lawyer. I don't want to say just a lawyer. That's kind of boring. Yeah, but
set in LA.
In all of the USA shows have made money. White Collar, that I know. I watched Burn Notice. All of those. Hey, that's what I watched more of those on Netflix than I did watching USA. So I mean, Royal Pains. That was another one. It was there.
Psych.
Yeah, watch that one.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So, Chief, what do you think? Streaming, is it a pointless endeavor at this point? What should they do? And is there any hope of going back?
I think you opened that Pandora's box. People are used to watching their shows at home now. I don't know how you're gonna take that away. And I think, really, honestly, I think sometimes they just say shit just to, so that when they say, "Oh man, we're gonna have to do this and this and that," but if you guys give an extra $5 a month on the subscription service, we won't have to. You know what I mean? Sometimes I think it's just all a marketing strategy. They just, we're gonna slash, we're gonna have to this, we're taking this. You know, I mean, listen, I don't even go to the movies. Like if sometimes I want to see a movie and be like, nah, I can wait. You know what I mean? But when you were younger, you couldn't wait because it would be like almost 2 years before that joint hit VHS or the Blockbuster or something. So it'd be like that movie came out in 2020, you wouldn't see it till like 2022 and finally hit the shelves. And then when you go to get it for the first, 3 weeks, you can't even get it. It's sold out in the Blockbuster, right? So finally you get a hold of it. Now, it's like two months, bro. 2 months tops. And to be honest with you, man, 2 months goes by, and the next thing you know, like Sinners is about to come out. And you like, yo, Sinners is about to hit. Like, I was cleaning out my car. I sold the Audi over the weekend, right? Nice. So I was cleaning out the Audi, and
just casually drop a soda Audi.
Yeah.
And
I'm buying, I'm buying the Bentley this week. But, whatever.
Thanks. Some farm equipment, and I lift up the panel, the arm panel, and there's my Sinners ticket. It was right there. That's how you know what I mean? It's not even that long that I was there. It was sitting right there, right on top.
It really doesn't make sense because they're still making money in the box office. Why are you? I mean, this 90-day window makes little sense. I mean, I'm dating myself, but I remember Titanic. That movie was in the theater for dang near a year, and it was still making bank. And for some reason, they're just 90 days, it has to come out, and then we're going to put it on the streaming platform.
Yeah. So
again, as much as people hate owning physical stuff because they don't want to have to move it, if they buy it if they rent it, that's it. That's all the money you're ever going to get. But forcing them to buy a copy of something that they own in perpetuity actually works better for you. You can track that money And how, I mean, they were stupid when they decided, hey, we're going to kill our own industry.
Plus, you get first, and that's the thing. Of the thing is too. You went and saw the movie with your family or whoever, so you paid once. You love the movie; it's coming out again. You pay again. You know what I mean? You've made your money off of me twice. You know, it is what it is, man. Because I'm gonna buy Sinners when it comes out. I'm gonna get it on streaming. So
okay, just are you buying? And I'm being kind of facetious on this. Are you buying Sinners? Okay, are you buying Sinners because you want to have it, or because you don't know which platform it's on?
Am I buying Sinners because I want to have it, or
I mean, just if it's on MGM Plus or one of those other
I want
services
it. I want Sinners. I'm gonna download it, and when I go on vacation, I'm gonna watch it. You know what I mean?
So another vacation.
Nice. Yes. Right to this place called Elk Ridge Mountain. Little inn, little tavern. You know what I mean?
That sounds like a horror movie.
You know, bed and breakfast.
Little tavern off the road. It's a lake here. We're gonna enjoy ourselves.
Little tavern off of 32.
It'll be fine. We'll be okay.
Cabin, nice weekend. Nice getaway for the family. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, so but that's what I feel like, man. I feel like they just tell you things because I don't know how you put that back in the box. Okay, no more streaming, everybody. That's it. It's done. People will be like, what? And then you're gonna get that pirating company. Everybody's gonna buy an Amazon stick. It's gonna get crazy out here.
I don't know what you're.
We do not advocate any other extra legal methods of watching movies.
Thank you. Sign Mouse Movie House. All right, so let's get into this deal here. This question came to us courtesy of our good friend of the show, Jamlin Parks. He was like, "Hey, I got an idea for you." What is this? What? Oh, what did it say? It's like, hold on now. I may have to take a quick pause. Let's see here. Anyway, let's go back.
I'm gonna let you know I was asleep when this text came through. So everything I say is gonna be off the cuff.
All right, no worries. We got it. Coming to summer from Monkey Paws Entertainment, the tavern. All right. Jameless said, I was actually just thinking, with the new Final Destination doing well and all of its episodes trending on streamers, which was really funny because after our live stream last week of Final Destination, I went on to Max, HBO Max, and the number one movie was Final Destination. Like they had something else at number 2, but then the rest were Final Destinations. Very funny. So that reminds me we need to go back and watch more. The latest and final Mission Impossible in theaters, as well as the Marvel films experiencing a bit of a resurgence. Would you be interested in ranking the top multi-part franchises? Thinking maybe 4 more installments, etc. It's easy to see which ones are the most monetarily successful, but which have been executed the best and have the most consistent quality. So I will go for a second.
Do you want us to rank them?
I mean, whatever. So I saw Ballerina Monday. It is it's the Supergirl to Superman John Wick. And unlike Supergirl, this is a really good companion piece where you don't have to watch it. You don't necessarily have to watch the John Wick films, but I have no idea why you would and start off with Ballerina. That wouldn't make any sense to me. It's set in between chapter 3, Parabellum, and chapter 4, and it really flows nicely. Now, like sometimes they'll try to insert something like, here, this is what was going on, which you didn't see, and it sucks. Not the case with Ballerina. It's a slower burn, but once it starts, it is wild. And they do fights and action scenes where I'm like, this is so cool. And the only thing I'll spoil is there are 2 scenes with fire and ice, and it's just like this is incredible. And I really loved it. I thought Anna de Armas did a great job not being John Wick, but she's a chick. I thought, she had her own presence, and I really think they can make this a full-on franchise because she is absolutely the opposite of what you and Chief will complain about sometimes, where it's like, oh, come on, she's 98 pounds. How's she beating down this 200 and 300-pound dude? They explain all that. It makes sense in the way she fights. It's like, okay, I can see this. This is totally believable. And she gets rocked on several occasions where it's not like, you can't catch me. She takes full-on shots. She's getting cut up, bloody, just like John Wick, where it's like, all right, well, clearly she's not getting it all done like this. It's like, ooh, ouch. Ow, that really hurt. And she's getting back up. So that led me to think, to answer Jamelin's question, I feel like, and because of course they don't have like 25, 30 movies in the tank, the John Wick franchise is really high up there. Each film in the John Wick series has been better than the last one. And I can't say that about any other movie franchise, period. John Wick's the only one. Ballerina, I'm not putting in that because it's unfair on all fronts. I think it's a nice companion piece, but it's not like, okay, this is it's going up from part 4. That's not fair. But I think if you slot it in there, it fits in just fine. And it certainly holds up to the measure of the other John Wick films. It's not like this sucks. Why would they put this? Why would they associate this with the quality John Wick brand? There's some rumors that the director of Wiseman, the director of Underworld, Lynn Wiseman, was directing most of it. Then the John Wick team was like, whoa, this is not up to our standards. So Chad Husky came in and reshot a bunch of the action scenes, and I don't know what's the truth, but the action scenes were awesome and definitely had a different but cool, similar feel to a John Wick action film, and the action scenes are wild. So that would probably be my number 1, because I just think there's no touching the John Wick films.
The funny thing is, you're probably, if they had to do any reshoots, it probably had to deal with the Underworld. Selena doesn't take that much punishment. She is pretty awesome. They probably were like, no, our main character has to take some hits, so we're going to need to reshoot some of these fight scenes. We can't have anybody just being super invulnerable.
Oh, no. That's definitely not what happens in that one. Chief, what would you say is one where it's just like the consistent quality in a franchise? Of course, not anything is going to be perfect. I feel like John Wick is definitely an outlier. It's an anomaly on that end. But what's one where most of that quality is solid? Like if they did 10 films, seven of them, or maybe from your standards, 5 are good. What would you say?
I'm not gonna go with the obvious ones here, because some of these franchises have done 10 films. I'm gonna go with, I like the direction of the new Godzilla Kong joints. So I was just watching Godzilla fight the 3-headed joint the other day.
Was that the Godzilla standalone movie?
Yeah, it was a Godzilla. Yeah, I mean, he had Mothra with him and everything, and Rodan and everybody was in there fighting. I love that movie for whatever reason, but I do. Then I enjoyed the Godzilla Kong movie.
The first one or the New Empire?
I like both of them.
Okay.
I really like the last one, and I like the first one.
Yeah, Ghidorah. Yeah. When that man was on the mountain and spread out, and the clouds was around him, I was like, oh shoot. Can Godzilla beat him? I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if he was going to pull this one out. I wasn't sure. So I think that's been a real good joint.
It has. They have delivered on that big time. I like when Kong took the little guy and started using him as a battering ram.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like,
Man, that little dude, he was mad. And Colin was like, "What are you doing? You little okay? Wait a minute."
I'm like, I don't care what else happens the rest of this movie. I love it simply for that because I'm not expecting it. It was awesome. All right, bro. What's yours? What's your first one?
My first one is going to be Alien. I know there have been a few misfires. 3 definitely. Yeah, 3s. I think everybody can accept that 3 was garbage. But I liked Resurrection. I liked, again, this is one of those, yes, you have to watch the companion pieces to enjoy these movies, but I have like the Prometheus and all the other ones that come into it. But I like the idea, you know, what's going on in the franchise. I mean, I'm willing to see Alien Earth that's coming on Hulu and adding that to the series. I've enjoyed just why are these aliens coming to kill all the people? And how can we actually make it more terrifying than the last one? Because Romulus, when you had having to walk through all the face huggers, that was a cool scene. They're like, our plane went to crap. Haul tail because we're gonna die otherwise. I really enjoyed it. So that is my first one.
Okay, so let's see. For me, what would be another one? I wish I could have said the Transporter because the first 3 I really liked, and the fourth one was I will go with the Fast and Furious. And from 4 on, I think each one got better. 6 is my favorite just because of the crew involved in it. But I thought 7 was awesome because it's some crazy stuff. And I feel like the franchise just kind of evolved from 4 on. Like the first 3 were fine. I enjoyed them for what they were. But 4 was like, all right, now we're turning our racer kids into Avengers. And I really dug that shift in the franchise. And part 10 was crazy and wild. No duct tape, keeping a car in space, but pretty crazy. And I cannot wait for this next installment. And I feel like those are films where they don't care about your realism. Physics, bump your physics. We're here, we're having a good time. And if you're in on it, you really enjoy it because it's like, that's absurd. That's preposterous.
Using the car as a pendulum to get it from one mountain to the next. I'm like, man, I remember there was one guy in the first movie that was an MIT genius, but I didn't know somebody else got in that crew. That was awesome.
I just don't understand. All right, Chief, what's your next one? Remo Williams.
I guess I'm gonna go with Christian Bale Batman. It was as far as I'm concerned, it wasn't a bad Batman for those 3. So they were all pretty good.
David Thanos taking us back. I'm gonna go way back. How far are we going back? To Police Academy. When you cut off your Police Academy consistent franchise, I feel like after Gutenberg left, it started a little wacky. You ready now, Mr. Fire? But the other guy was in a couple of decent ones. Of course, I don't remember his name now. King Elector, the Bond franchise is probably King of the Hill, excluding Daniel Craig stuff, which is funny that you say that because his only one is kind of a consistent story. The rest of them, you could watch that one James Bond film and not have any connection to the one that came before it or the one that came after it. You'd be just fine. Now, I don't like the way that Daniel Craig stuff went because it was very up and down. But I thought that was the most franchise of all the Bond films. Bro Shot, where are you going next?
Funny. I'm gonna say in the Spy World, and I'm gonna say Bourne franchise. I even like the one with Jeremy Renner, not as much as the one with the Matt Damon ones, but I thought they've all been entertaining. I mean, I think you could always the Treadstone storyline to me is cool, and the action's been. I mean, there are flaws with the action, but I've enjoyed most of the storyline and action scenes. It's like that's a franchise I can definitely run through and have no problem watching.
Matt Damon. I'm sorry. Every time I go back to Team America World Police. Matt Damon. America.
Good one. That's a good one.
Equalizer is a good choice.
That is a really good choice.
No Glare says Nolanverse is one of my favorite takes on Batman. First two movies are much better than the third, but I love how the story wraps up. The only thing I don't like about Dark Knight Rises is that Batman just takes a break after Dark Knight, where it's like, dude, how are you taking the fall for it if you retire?
But that, I mean, to me, I actually did like the idea of him taking a break. It's Harvey. I mean, and I think they explain it away very well. We've had some extra police measures, crime is down, and the storyline they come up with. And that's the one I actually own the Dark Knight Rises. I actually own the soundtrack, and then I'm like, yeah, that's when he actually climbing up the wall. I'm like, yeah, come on. So that's why I can't ever hate on the third one.
The Miles Morales Spider-Verse animated movies. The other going to Slim. I get like 4 or more.
Okay.
Avatar movies are amazing. They just have 2 of those, right?
Hey, he's gonna die on that hill. And
right. Family's here. He said, no offense, but they need a few more installments. Right. But I would put I'm assuming the third Morales film is gonna be good, but yeah. Mm-hmm. My next one, Scream. I don't have a Scream film I don't like. I think they're all really good, well done. It seemed like, oh man, now they're about to fall into a formula. Nope, they don't. And I think the franchise has really done a good job of pivoting for the next installment, where it's like, this could just get into here's the scenario. Here's how some characters randomly associated with another. But I think they've done a really good job of keeping it interesting and where is it going to go? And I thought they did a good job with starting off a new generation, only to mess it up. But I really have enjoyed the Scream films. Steve, how about
you? 4 was Scream was when they're like, oh, I see you guys are going to do very well keeping up with the time. Mm-hmm. I thought that was really cool.
Right. Chief, what's next?
I'm gonna go with the Star Wars world. I mean, so many things have rolled off the original franchise. I mean, we're still talking. I mean, the movie came out in '77. We're still talking about everything. I mean, it's still going. So you guys love your Rogue Ones, and you go, what's the thing? Arden. What's the world? Andor.
Yes.
And all this everything. So Star Wars has, I don't know if anything else has as many spinoffs as a Star Wars. It just seems like it's like 80 spinoffs from the joint. So I'm gonna go with Star Wars, man. Has a franchise that just keeps going.
All right, good choice, of course. Jace, what's your next one?
Okay, I'm gonna go on. I think another one that has been very consistent in is Mission Impossible. That I did not see the last one yet. That's on my definite list of movies I'm seeing probably by the end of June. But
you need to see it in the theater, so make sure you see it before it goes out of
IMAX. But Mission Impossible, I just watched Ghost Protocol. They had it because it was coming out. I think weirdly enough, MTV had it a marathon on, and I was watching. I watched
movie television had Mission Impossible.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, but Mission Impossible to me has been a really fun franchise. Acting because of how Tom Cruise probably since 3 has done something each movie. Hasn't been outside of the world to react. I mean, it's still been a cool grounded series, but always has this one just epic stunt, and you can't help but just like, wow, that's crazy. I mean, this dude jumping off, taking the motorcycle and jumping off a mountain. I still just one of the coolest scenes I've seen in movies. And again, that's one franchise I have no problem spending money to go see in theaters because it's always been enjoyable.
Yeah, good call. David Thanos, the diehards, even though the last one was meh. The last one, I don't feel like you're giving meh enough credit. It was awful, dismal, just a train wreck travesty. But the rest were really, really good. I enjoyed all of them. That last one, though. Whew.
I mean, what now? Because I don't know. Were all of the original, the first 4 based on books, and that 5th one was on a book that just didn't go well?
I don't know. The 4th one, featuring Chiefs, Super Crush, Mary Elizabeth Weinstein. It was good. It had his daughter. The next one had his son, but his son's like he's like just a little John McClane Jr. And it's just the whole dynamic is not good because it's like watching 2 John McClanes, and it's just not.
That's because
it doesn't work.
Because each one of the first 4 always has John McClane, and there is a sidekick companion guy in the chair that's always helping him. And I think that's what made the 4th one really good, because John McClane really looked like an actual fish out of water. And then Justin Long's character's like, come on, Grandpa, keep up with something. And he really helped. It really helped. Like, hey, I'm actually adding value to this movie versus, I mean, just sitting around, like as you say, being another John McClane. That wouldn't have worked for me.
Yeah. Jay said the Bourne films too. Yeah. Another one for me, the Rocky films. Trying to figure out which Stallone R film I want to go with, but Rocky. Rocky 5 is awful. Absolutely don't watch it. There's no need to. You can just act like it didn't exist and keep it rolling. And they have more good installments after that. And depending on your take, if Creed is part of the Rocky franchise or his own, if you say it's part of it, then Rocky is great. If you say Creed's his own thing, we're waiting for Creed 4. But Rocky ends really well if you consider that the end with Rocky Balboa, and then you can watch his further adventures in Creed. But there's only really one bad Rocky film out of 6. That's a really good ratio. So I would say Rocky. Chief, what you got next?
All right, hold on a second.
Jeff, did you time that out? Sure.
So here's a crazy thing. So I'm gonna go with Star Trek, right?
Right.
Now, honestly, and I'll tell you this, and I don't care how y'all feel. I never really watched the old movies with James T. Kirk. The movies. Now I saw the show, but I didn't watch the movies. Khan, so on and so forth. No.
Wait. Are you saying you never watched Wrath of Khan?
I didn't watch the old movies.
I mean, oh gosh, dude. Yes, I'm completely flabbergasted. That movie is so freaking good.
Negative. But the new ones with Chris Pine?
You just said you hadn't watched the movies. How do you know it's not good?
Love that series.
You like the Kelvin Time what?
I did who and what?
The newer movies are considered the Kelvin timeline because they switch up how Kirk was formed.
Damn,
and the Enterprise crew was formed.
It's just surrounded by nerds.
Yes, you are.
Nerd. That's what. Look, now that's going to be my next one. The nerds, Revenge of the Nerds. Even though the second one sucked, but still.
You realize you don't have to talk into the mic, yes?
But I like the reboot. The reboot I found to be really good, And I wish they had kept going with it with Chris Pine and them. I wish they had started a whole series of that too.
Okay. See, funny.
Listen, bro. You know the address. Come fight me. I mean, you know what I mean.
The funny thing is, Star Trek was the much more cerebral nerd sci-fi. And then because of the Kelvin timeline, because people wanted more action. J.J. Abrams wanted more action because he thought that's what you needed with the times of Star Trek to keep it up with Star Wars.
Hey, bro, I've known you for like 35 years.
Yes.
I swear to God, if you tell me this Kelvin timeline again, say it one more time, bro. I'm in my car. I'm on my way.
Kelvin timeline.
Appreciate you. I'm on my way.
Find me.
Sophie, Bailey, we're going to bite.
Kill. I've seen you say this to your dogs, of course.
You're not getting through that garage, Chief.
Listen,
Harrison Ford saga was a spy.
All I do is then ask one of the people outside, stand outside the building. How do I get in there? They're like, what you need to do.
They'll let you in. You got a dog. They'll let you in. It's true.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Hey, man, that's what I'm talking about, man. You know what I mean? Listen. You know what I mean? The Calvin timeline, the singularity was formed throughout the dualities of the intergalactic spatial collective.
The fact that you know that the Calvin timeline actually starts with the singularity means you're more of a nerd than I am, but we're not going to talk about it.
I don't know. I don't know.
That's why you said it.
I don't know. You know what I mean? What you looking at, Jeff? I'm kicking your chair out from under you too. You know what I mean?
But I did appreciate
Where's that bully coat?
I thought they did a very good job of implementing. We can do what we didn't do well in Star Wars. We can use our old characters and not feel like you shouldn't really feel like you're pissing off the old fans. I mean, it's a very different Star Trek.
Right.
I'm sorry. It's true.
Nerd.
It's true. I own a vast majority of the Star Trek.
Is anybody surprised? No.
No, you shouldn't be.
No.
Right.
Right. I gotta watch the DVDs for the realism.
I'm not paying for MGM Plus. A Paramount Plus. What are you kidding?
I don't stream because it's not pure. You know what I mean? You sound like your dad used to do when he used to blow off the records. I don't want to listen to that CD. You don't get the real sound like when you're getting the needle from the record, son.
I mean,
blow off the 33 and let me show you what this music all about.
I was doing that in high school. I really was listening to the records because I'm like,
there you go. Hold on. Easy with the needle, baby. Don't scratch that record. That's that funk there, huh, Jace? You like, yeah, Father, I can feel the realism in the music. He's like, Father. You take that from your life.
Hello, Father.
And you go everywhere you go, you enjoy the realism. And don't take no realism out of nothing. Yes, Father, I shall do that. And now here we are, 47 years later, and now you're like, the original one was before, and then what happened, and they rewrote, let me tell you something. So what? I liked it better.
Nerd.
I don't care what they did. Isn't Comic-Con 4 fighting? I thought that's what you were supposed to see. Like, that's where I was going.
I think it's your turn now, bro.
Oh, okay.
Now that we've gone past the Kelvin timeline,
right? My next one is going to be the Harry Potter franchise. I mean, Harry Potter, not Fantastic Beasts. I didn't want to offend Chief this time on asking about Fantastic. But yeah, I mean, the Harry Potter movie. Out of the 8 movies, only one of them wasn't my favorite. I mean, wasn't good to me.
Order of the Phoenix.
Yep. Again, I'm never gonna not be salty on that movie. They just trying to put more action into that movie.
What movie was it that you hated?
Order of the Phoenix.
Oh, well, that's where everybody was dying.
No, that's when Voldemort basically was getting the Horcruxes together to make sense in the next movie. And
I thought they flew hard. What's the name out in the beginning of that? That wasn't that one. Which one was the one they came and got him from the house and they were flying through the sky and everybody had the poly potion juice?
That scene wasn't even in the. I mean, it was mentioned. Yes, and this is once again going to prove my nerd. That was a scene that was mentioned in a Daily Prophet newspaper. It didn't need to be there. If you were gonna use that, just the Voldemort story is actually much more interesting. But whatever.
They killed Mad Eye. Oh, my fault.
That was cool, but that wasn't until the 7th movie.
Was it the 7th movie that Mad Eye got? I thought he died on that trip with Harry Potter on the back of that motorcycle. No, all right.
Part of 7.
All right.
Yeah, that's it. Again, but regardless, I will watch that franchise start to finish and have no problem.
Actually, you mean Dirk Diggler? Because I'm not doing Kirk. I don't even know what the name is. Kirk something. Captain Kirk. What was his name? James T. Kirk. That's what it was. James T.
What?
All
right.
I'll play this Dirk.
Oh gosh, there's way too many jokes I can go with. So I'm just gonna leave it.
And picking a fight with William Shatner. Yes.
Nah, man. He's Williams. What? 98 now? 96, 97.
He's up there.
I don't know how old he is.
He's in his 90s, bro. He's way up there. I'm not gonna hurt Shatner, man.
But you hated his movie.
4 years old?
Yeah. I'm not going to. I didn't hate the movie. I just never saw them. I just never had an urge to see them. Something about them didn't interest me. And I'm gonna tell you, man. I'm not interested in the movies. Like just not interested in my suggestion for a show joint that just now we're 4 shows in and haven't done it. So that's the interest that I show in these Star Trek movies. So look, that's all. Let's go. Let's continue. Jeff.
Wow.
Run the meeting, Jeff.
No doubt. My next one.
Okay.
I really. My next one is Twilight, the Twilight Saga.
Woo!
I really did that just to troll Chief, although I think those movies are just fine. They're solid. My actual one is the first one I'm spanning from movies to TV. It's Karate Kid to Cobra Kai. I don't know if I care about Karate Kid Legends. I feel like no. But I think they've done a really good job of taking all the stuff from the movies and making a really fun TV show. It just wrapped up. Really enjoyed it, and I thought they did an awesome job with that. Yeah, he is. All right, Chief, what's next?
Let's see here. Doobie-doobie-doo. And the whole time was a penguin in the kitchen, remember? Doobie-doo. I am going to go with, you know what? I may go with this. But you know what? I might go with that. Because the first 2 were really awesome. The Riddick joint. First it was something black something. And then the next one was something else. And they were good. Pitch Black. That's what the first one was. Pitch Black. And the second one was The Chronicles of Riddick, I think. When he fought the whatchamacallit guys coming in from I forgot what he was, San Diegan. But yeah. And then the third one, I remember the third one. I know I saw it, but I don't remember it to that Listen. I'm old, Thanos. You know what I mean? Is that what you say? That's what you say to your grandfather? How you don't know? You tell the story, he doesn't know anything anymore. He just remembers what happened. You know what I mean? He can't tell you the name of, you know what I mean? They don't even make Shasta no more, but he can tell you the soda. Yeah, it was the soda. You know, you wouldn't know what a Shasta is anyways if you wasn't born before the 80s.
Don't they still make Shasta?
They did make it.
When's the last time you seen a Shasta?
No, they
When's
made
the last time I
Fanta.
bought a Shasta is the real question.
Oh, gosh.
You know what I mean?
I realized they had no flavor.
Oh, man. You know I used to hate when I was younger, but now I enjoy? RC Cola. When I was a child and somebody would come to the party with an RC Cola or something, man, I used to just look at them like, what are you doing with this soda? You know, where's the grape? You know
Just
what I mean?
before
That's
after
what I
you beat
wanted.
him
I
up.
wanted grape.
Was
But
this
then,
before or after you beat him up?
now you got an RC, you know, and the RC Cola, and I used to hate it. Now, hey, look, man, my grandfather served in World War II. He did have PTSD, man. He was blown from a tank. So let me tell you something, man. But he wasn't scared of nothing. Nothing scared my grandfather. Wolves, polar bears, nothing.
Farm animals.
Nothing, bro. And it came for a long time where I realized that that's that look at those little fake flavors. That's what war does to you, man. Mountain Rush. You know what I mean? Shasta Orange. That's how they get you. Mountain Dew? We got Mountain Rush here. It's the same flavor. It's all the flavor of Mountain Dew.
The same coloring too.
Right.
Red and green. Gotcha. And it's a mountain.
Yeah, that seems like a copyright suit to me. I don't know how to get away with that. Wow. That's an interesting one.
Oh, I want to try that apple. Now, I'm not going nowhere near that chocolate, but that apple.
That's diet.
Oh, it's diet. Oh,
absolutely.
That is a setup right there. For
that cream soda. I bet you that California Dreaming and that cream soda is awesome. Who on the timeline remembers our Shasta? Oh, look at that. There's their version of Dr. Shasta. How dare you? How dare you, Shasta?
Hey, Shasta did not go to school to not be referred to as doctor. Thank you.
Dr. Shasta.
They were there 7 years.
Got his medical degree online. That raspberry cream looks good. Tiki Punch. Look, man.
All right.
You can order this?
Yes.
This weekend, I'm going to order it.
Grapefruit.
And see if we can, by the time the next show takes place, if I can be drinking some Shasta up in here.
Maybe they'll be your first sponsor.
Oh, man. Tiki Punch, come on.
Yeah,
with over 30 flavors, we know it's tough to choose.
California Dreaming. That's where I'm going. Orange cream.
California love. All right,
oh yeah, I'm going. Oh, they got clothes. Young. I got the ugly Christmas sweater. Remember you had the ugly Christmas sweater party?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, they got more ugly Christmas sweaters. $6 for 24 of them.
Must mean.
Wait a minute. What kind of what is this? Oh, this is set up. 25 cents for a soda. Whoa.
That's just the prices.
Yo, that's like Vera called vodka. It's almost like it's when you taste it, you can still taste the dirt from the distilling process that never took place. And you can taste the corn in the joint. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Look, mad respect to all the grandfathers out there. It was a different time, man. You had to be a hard man back then. It's so much different than today. So I'm just saying. I had a point. I was going to it, and then threw me off from my grandfather. I ain't gonna cry. So the Velacroft. So it used to come in like a half-gallon jug. You could get like a half-gallon of it for like $5. You know what I mean? And it came in a plastic jug. Like if you dropped it, it wouldn't break. And I remember somebody was like, man, give it a taste. And I was like, oh, you could taste the dirt in it. And I was like, yo. And now,
okay, let's be honest. When you were drinking said product, you did not know what alcohol tasted like. Let's be honest.
Let me tell you something. I did, and I knew that there was rubbing alcohol with dirt in it.
We do not have any problem with the fine folks of Zelikoff vodka, the drink of all college.
Hey, listen, you can't sue me for my opinion. I didn't tell you not to go out and buy it. Matter of fact, I encourage everyone to try it.
It tastes like dirt. They would like to let you know their distilling process is up to the finest standards of Southeast DC. Okay?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Yeah, the bathroom tub is a great distiller. Okay.
Oh yeah, man. They're doing it somewhere. Like, and they must be washing people in those tubs when they distill it. Because I'm telling you, man, you can taste the dirt. Man, you been in the field all day? Come over here, get in this tub, man. We about to make some vodka.
All right, so it's gonna take 1 to 3 weeks for your Shasta to arrive, Chief. Just 1 to 3 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah. Low delivery time. It's okay.
Well, I'm gonna get some Shasta. I'm gonna look $6 as low as $6.
So yeah, it would be as low as. What does that mean?
But a 24 pack may cost you a little more. We'll let you know.
Oh man, I love it, bro. I love it. $6. No, it's not.
Man, apply discount code. What do you got? Man.
Hey, yo, what if the discount knocks another $3 off? What if it costs more to ship it to your house than it does for the sodas?
You know this was gonna happen.
That's the joint you bring when somebody you don't like invites you to a party, and you're like, "Hey, grab a Shasta.
My God,
we finally gonna get rid of this dude."
If somebody comes to your house and brings a Shasta, what are you're like, really? We're doing that? Who brought? If you want to talk about a conversation talk, who brought the Shasta? We can
Shasta.
Young. Next time one of y'all hold a party, I'm bringing Shasta.
Oh yeah.
You know,
and I'm gonna sit back in the corner and watch everybody drink it. This is delicious. Glad you like it. Shasta.
That's that Shasta. All right, let's do one more before we get to our nominees.
Okay.
Chief, you got one last one?
Yeah, the continuation of Shasta.
Oh man.
I'm gonna go with, you know what I'm gonna do, man? I am gonna go with, and not all movies were great, but I could think of at least 3, maybe possible 4. Terminator.
3 or 4. Well, they've done more than 4.
Yeah, they've done like 6 now. 7.
Yeah.
It's a wild one. It's John Connor. There's one that Arnold Schwarzenegger wasn't really in. They mocked him in. They've done
Salvation.
Yeah, they've done one where Daenerys was in, but she didn't have a dragon.
That was awful.
I kept waiting for the dragon.
She should have burned it all.
Right.
Jack Garris.
They did one with old girl Kirsten Locken. Yeah. 2 was the greatest. At that point, that was the greatest movie I had seen when I saw 2. And of course, you had 1. Plus, the Sarah Connor was my little boo bear.
Summer
Was it Summer Glau? Because I used to love what's that show that Nathan Fillion?
Firefly.
Yes, bro. When she did that movie, I packed my bags and hopped on the next thing smoking to LA, and I looked for her. I could not find her. I came home as a junkie. Remember I went that depression for 3 months and you couldn't get a hold of me?
That's what that was about. Gotcha. Okay. I was wondering. I thought it was weird that it was happening in the fall though. Okay.
I knew I shouldn't have wore that I love summer t-shirt with her face. You know what? I probably look weird. I came off as weird.
It's probably because you brought that macaroni. Jace.
Okay, my next one is The Conjuring. It's been fun. They don't even have to have a lot of violence in there. It's good psychological thriller, good scares. All of them been good. I mean, beside the trail of whatever La Madre, that was good.
Yes.
That's garbage. But the rest of the main Conjuring storylines, all fun, been good.
You're
Definitely
right.
worth watching.
It was the Lost Summer. Valak. See his name. You're right, bro. The Conjuring is a good show.
Valak is always just what is this guy? Doesn't matter.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. When did Jurassic Park go wrong for you all? Now, you think 2?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Because I've always thought it was stupid. Like, wait, this happened one time. This is going to happen again. And I think it's doubly so with this modern version. Because maybe you could go, all right, maybe people didn't have access to the internet. And their AOL dial-up was a little slow, so they didn't find out what happened. But after they brought the franchise back with Chris Pratt. Like, come on. There's no way this is gonna. Hey, we've decided to make more dinosaur parks. No way.
You're not going to see Rebirth?
Now, let me ask you this: the Bryce Howard movie with the dinosaurs in it. Did you like that?
I feel like you're asking 2 different questions.
Oh shoot!
Yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely Annabelle.
Hey, yo, that Annabelle joint when they was in the farmhouse and that joint, it was a little kid that walked into the darkness and then raised up.
You related to it?
I couldn't find a place to hide quick enough.
Yeah, those are those. I mean, I think that was it was Conjuring and Annabelle. I was just like, bring them on. I'm signing up for all of those. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
And I mean, not the non-violent. I mean, the scary thrillers. I mean, horror movies have been really good recently.
My last one is, and I talked poorly about the last one because it deserves it. Resident Evil. I think those movies could have been a lot better, and the whole Super Alice thing was annoying. But I thought for the most part they did a decent job of telling their Resident Evil story. Now I'm still waiting for a much truer to the source material deal. Outside of here's an occasional appearance by a character that you really know. Here's a character we hope you'll really like. And but beyond that, I mean, it gave me in live action form our catchphrase star power. So I can't ever hate on a movie like that. Yeah, and I thought they were fun until that last one, which was like the Justice League apocalypse of movies to a franchise. Thank you. You can't stop that long enough. We just have to just keep going the rest of the show. Even though I know some are better than the others, I like Jurassic up until the last one was out. See, I mean, I think once you watch the movies, they're fine. It's just the whole concept is so hard for me to go along with.
You have to just put on your suspenders of disbelief.
My suspenders of disbelief? Yes.
Suspenders of disbelief.
Put them on.
And then you'll be fine.
There you go. All right, Chief, what's your last one?
Oh, that was. I think I'm out. I'm tapped out.
You're
we'll have
tapped
to go
out.
to Jason, see what he wants to do.
You're a little tuckered out. All right. Well, since it's back to Jace, why don't we start with our nominees for Dummies of the Week? Bro Shop, what's your first one? Or what's yours?
All right. I'm going to let Chief handle the New York version of what should be the Dummy of the Week. My Dummy of the Week is for the fan who decided to rush the Little Scrappy concert, tried to jump on the stage and proceeded to get pummeled. I mean, just knocked like 30 feet in the air after trying to jump the stage and then just goes flying. I don't care what you think about it. Somebody, you try and jump on the stage when they have the high ground, you're going to see exactly what happened to Anakin. It's not going to end well for you. And chances are, if they have some security, it's doubly not going to end well.
You said a Little Scrappy concert.
Yes.
A fan?
Nuck if you buck, and unfortunately, he got bucked.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Okay. Don't jump on stage, people. It's a bad call.
My nominee is Marvel Comics because I can't stand Marvel Comics. I feel like they have just done so many great abominations to what they've been doing. And last week they had the news that, right, exactly. That's what I found hilarious, Jalen. Like, right, it wired a concert for Little Scrappy. Like,
remember, it's Scrappy, just like in Scooby Doo. This is the one that fights. Maybe not jump on Scrappy. I
miss Scrappy, dude. I need him in that Jada Toys line.
Little Scrappy, I see how you get down. what those other two said, I do not believe in. I would go to your concert and I would give you money. Thank you.
Right, dude.
You never know. He could be on his way over right now to one of y'all places.
What's up, Brian?
Right.
So Marvel decided we're gonna have Wolverine be the person who killed Spider-Man's parents. And in our text thread, my collecting friends, they're like, "Oh, this must be in the Ultimates universe." No, sir. It's the actual real main 616. And I'm like, this is stupid. They just keep like, can we get headlines? Because we know people aren't reading our comics. Let's just come up with some ridiculous headlines and make people maybe pay attention to us, have us trending for a few hours, call it a day. This week, they decided to go even further. So this is in the Ultimates book. Or no, it's Marvel Knights. So it's continuity, but in the future. They revealed the new Black Panther after an older T'Challa was defeated in a fight by his son. Are you ready? Here's the new Black Panther.
Where's the new Black Panther?
That's him. That's T'Challa's son. And that's why Marvel's my dummy of the week. It's like, stop with these horrible ideas. The House of Ideas blew up. And the Madmen actually did it. Yes. Woo. So really,
wow.
really,
I mean, wow. Wow.
Now Ryan Reynolds can legit play him in the next movie. Yeah, he's the one on the right, not on the left. Marvel's they're just so bad. I have stopped reading Marvel years ago. I started with trying to pick up with the House of X, and then it was like more Skin Banshee and wore him as a skin so she could get through the detection. And I'm like, this is the end. This is the end for you, my friend. It was over. And I have never felt the need to go back because it doesn't matter what they do. It's just like, this is so stupid. And it just feels like a little kid begging for attention. Please read our comics. And I'm like, no, I won't. Ben Shapiro is running Marvel Comics now. Marvel, exactly. Just on so many levels.
Yeah, that wins, I think. Unless Chief's got, yeah.
All right, what you got, Chief?
Man, I don't know if anything tops that.
He doesn't. But what do you got?
A DoorDash driver shows up at a guy's house with his piece demanding a tip from a grocery delivery from the night before. Hey, man, I don't know, man. That's just crazy for me, man. I mean, you in your house, do knocks on the door. Hey, listen, I delivered to your house last night. I noticed that you tipped me, but it wasn't in cash. I want cash. I need you to tip me now. You know what I mean? And I bought my piece along just in case. No, I'm not gonna talk about the Knicks, man. I don't want to even go on New York nothing until listen. And I'm gonna tell you why.
I left it for you, Chief. I mean, really, I did.
and bro, because let me tell you, New York is just embarrassing, man. They're embarrassing, and whether it's football, basketball, sometimes even baseball and hockey. Shit. So the one dummy of the week is the DoorDash driver, man. They locked his ass up. If it had been my house, it would have went a little further than that. But yeah.
But my door is now open. If you choose to come in,
right.
That's what I'd
have been like, wait here, homie. I'll be right back. Let me go get
it. Break yourself.
Right.
Or you just pull out the Don't Be a Menace and have the full-on rocket launcher. Do we have a problem?
Right. Right. So it is what it is, man. What can you do?
What's next firing their head coaches have got to?
Would you find it dumb that I think that the Knicks are losers, or you found it dumb that they lost, or the coach?
Because they want to go back to being losers.
Bro, at some point, man, you got to take the next step. I mean,
you get to the next step after you get to the second round is to go to the conference finals.
Right.
The next step after that would be to go to the NBA finals.
You might as well let the Celtics beat you. You came back, beat them, and then was like, let's lay it down.
Again, why would you? I mean, Mikal Bridges is a very good player, but would you trade multiple first-round picks for him? No.
Bro.
And deplete your bench to get Cat Williams?
I don't even know what they're going to do next year. I don't even know.
Sorry. I'm thinking that the tickets prices are going to come down a little bit next year.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I might have to find a new team, man. Who's good out there still? Maybe I'll be Pacers, but I know I ain't going to go to Indiana for no game. So, you think, well, man, you have to, with all the pieces that you got, we should have won those. We look bad, man. Sometimes you gotta let go, man. Sometimes you get too close to you need to show the team sometimes that you're not gonna play. And sometimes by showing the team that you're not gonna play, you got to start firing people. You know what I mean? And I don't feel bad that he's fired. I'll never feel bad when a millionaire gets fired. Let me say that first and foremost. If you don't ever have to work again and you get fired from your job, I'm okay with your firing.
And also the fact is you still have a contract that's still going to pay you probably at least for the next 2 or 3 years to sit at home.
They'll be like, oh, he lost his job. I'm like, he'll be all right. He'll be okay. You know what I mean? Where am I going to find enough? I'm looking in the couch for money to buy something so I can eat that night. That's not his problem. You know what I mean? Because trust me, if I got fired, he wouldn't be like, damn, Chief got fired today? Damn, that's crazy. Chief, I got you. Here's $100,000, man. It's going to get you through the rest of the year. That's never happened. And I've gotten fired from a couple of jobs. Yeah. So it is what it is, man. We'll see what happens, man. The Knicks got to do something, though. They got to make some changes because you can't get that close. You can't taste it and smell it and taste it and not do nothing with it. So, and I feel like that's what they're doing, man. They just not doing nothing with it. Like you're right there, bro. It's right there. It's in your hands.
Who else got fired, Jamie?
Musk.
Oh, darn it.
You can't even find a violin.
It broke. Oh, man. All right. Well, on that fitting note, thank you all, Chief, Jace, as always, for hanging out with us. Jamin Parks, David Thanos, Ryan Daly. Don't worry, we'll restart this show for you as soon as the replay starts. And Snow Glare, Michael Solis, Michael A, Aqua Bay, Snake Eyes.
Yep.
King Collector.
Yes. You Raider.
James Green. Snake Eyes.
Yep.
Let's see. Anybody else? Let's make sure I got everybody covered. I think that's everybody.
You Raider.
Yep. All right. Well, for everybody else, I'll see you tomorrow. Nice job. Tomorrow for another edition of Lost Figure Files, of course, talking about more reveals because a lot of stuff dropped, including that Megatron. So stay tuned. We'll be back next week. Bringing up Chief's topic. Don't worry. It'll be worth the wait.
Oh, yeah.
Goodbye, Mark. Stay tuned. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. As always, this episode of Lost Movie Files has been filed.